probably should be, or, because we're, you know, in the state, but who knows?
Number 18, Eastman Ford. First base. Number 5, Delton Roberts. Third base. Number 19, Sawyer Reddick.
Ready?
Reddick.
Hi again, everybody. It's Silo Rebels baseball here this morning on SiloRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network. Kevin Farr along with you. We are live from U.S. Ballpark in Ozark, Missouri. Beautiful U.S. Ballpark here as the U.S. Ballpark showcase continues. The Rebels a couple of games yesterday in the showcase as they defeated Purdy, Missouri 15-2 in the opener, and then came from behind to beat Licking, Missouri 10-6 in Game 2, improved to 8-0 on the fall season, and extend their winning streak now, which has reached 36 in a row, heading into this morning's contest against Cooter, Missouri. Pretty good squad. They were the state runner-ups in Missouri in the spring season last spring, and return a good number of players from that squad. We'll take a look at the starting lineups in just a couple minutes. Actually, we can go ahead and take a look at that. On the lineups, Silo's going to be the home team in this contest as Cooter will hit first. And on the mound for the Rebels, it'll be their staff ace. It's Kyler Proctor getting the start, making his third appearance of the fall season. He's 2-0 in 9 innings pitched. Has allowed 3 runs, 1 earned on 6 hits, struck out 19, and walked 5. He has a 0.77 earned run average, and he will get to start on the mound. Pretty similar lineup, our familiar lineup for the Rebels, as they will be the home team defensively. They've got Delton Roberts at third base. It's Carter Parker manning the shortstop position with Proctor on the mound, and at second base, Colby Smith. The first baseman is Easton Ford. Around the outfield, it's Connor Cordell in left, Xander Marshall playing center field, Mason Urbany in right field, and then behind the plate is Josh Trout. As the Rebels in the field getting their warm-up tosses in as we get set for the first inning of this morning's contest. Cooter off to a 1-0 start in the fall season. They defeated Van Buren, Missouri yesterday in just a regular season contest. Leading off for the Cooter Wildcats is going to be Hayden Wazarinis. Wazarianus will start things and lead off. He is the shortstop and left-hand hitter. So he gets ready to step into the box. Glad you're along with us for morning baseball here from U.S. Ballpark in Ozark, Missouri. Be a good test for the Rebels against a solid Missouri opponent that was in the state finals in the spring. State runner-ups, and Wazarianus steps in. Here comes Proctor, first pitch of the game, and it's a strike called. We are underway. Roberts playing in at third base. In case of a bunt. Next pitch from Proctor, and it's right there for strike two. Kyler had a solid start in his last appearance. A little bit shaky first start of the season. Had quite a few walks in that one as next pitch is popped up to center field on the 0-2 pitch, and Wazarianus flies out to center as Marshall camped under that and makes the catch. So there's one out. Next batter is Rhodes Lynn, the third baseman for Cooter. And he will swing on the first pitch, foul it off the right side, down the right field line in foul territory. Caught that one late. Proctor normally mid to upper 80s on the fastball. If you remember, he had a sensational performance in the state semifinal, went complete game, 15 strikeouts in the spring, as that one just barely clips Lynn. Luke Barnes is the next batter, and he is also the pitcher in this morning's contest. Make it a runner on, hit by pitch, and that one sails inside from Proctor for ball one. Big right-hand hitter. Lynn with the good lead at first. Here's a pickoff attempt, and no, just barely back in there in time. Might have slipped a little there on the turf surface here at the ballpark. We saw the Rebels have some trouble with that yesterday. Here's the pitch from Proctor, and it's inside for ball two. One on and one out here in the top half of the first inning. And another pickoff attempt. Lynn's back in. Pitch is fouled off. 2-1 the count. Here's a ground ball to third. Fielded there by Roberts. To second for one. On to first, and he's on the bag. Double play. Double play ends the inning. A little bit of a high throw from Colby Smith, but Easton Ford able to hang on at the bag and make the catch for out number 3. A double play ends the inning. 5-4-3 on the double play, and that'll do it for the Wildcats in the first inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. Cooter nothing, and Silo coming to bat. When we return here on SoloRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network. Set to go here in the bottom of the first inning. And it's going to be Kyler Proctor to start things, hitting .458 on the season. He had a big day yesterday, 3 triples in the 2 Rebel victories here at the ballpark. And the first pitch from the big right-hander Barnes is way upstairs for a ball. Here's the next one to Proctor, and that one misses as well. Gets away from the catcher. It's 2-0. On the season thus far, Kyler has 1 double, 4 triples, and 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. Here's the next one, and there's a ball. 3 balls and a strike to Proctor. And here's strike 2. The payoff pitch, and it is low for a ball as Proctor held up on the check swing, and it's ball 4. Proctor draws the leadoff walk as that pitch misses. Connor Cordell, the next batter. That's Proctor's already his 9th walk of this fall season. Wildcats playing in at third base. Proctor good speed over there at first. As the pitch is a strike called. Cordell takes all the way. Kyler had 41 stolen bases back in the spring season. Actually, make that 40. It was 43 stolen bases. As that pitch swung on by Cordell and pulled foul and out of play down the left side. On the season, Cordell hitting at a robust .455. He's behind in the count at 0-2 here. Handles the bat pretty well there in the 2 hole as that pitch upstairs. 1-2 the count. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. He's off and running. Cordell hits it to left field. Coming in is the left fielder, and he drops it. The ball is dropped and left. Cordell, that might have been a tough play for Proctor to try to get back. He was moving on the pitch. He was already at second base. The ball was hit the left, and it hung up there. And Pierce Watkins, I don't know if he just lost it or what, but it was in and out of his glove. And just like that, the Rebels have 2 aboard. And the dangerous Easton Ford at the plate. And there's an off-speed strike called. Massive day yesterday for Easton. He had 8 RBIs on the day. He had an inside-the-park home run, a 3-run double. It's the massive day all around. There's a pickoff attempt at second base. It gets into center field as Proctor's going to move on up, as will Cordell on the errant pickoff try. So back-to-back errors by Cooter. And the Rebels have 2 runners in scoring position for the big RBI producer, Easton Ford. Led the squad in the spring in RBIs, and they're bringing the infield in. He's going to line one into left field for a base hit. Here comes Cordell around third. He'll score as well. 2 runs are in. Easton Ford with 2 more RBIs added to his team high total, and the Rebels lead at 2-0. Delton Roberts will be the next hitter. Easton now 20 RBI, 25 and 26 already on the young season. came into today hitting at 600 as the pitch to Delton is fouled off on the bunt attempt. Well, actually, they're going to get going to have a balk called. Balk called before the bunt attempt. So in Easton Ford, 2-run single, and there's a wild pitch, gets to the backstop, and the Wildcats having troubles here in the first inning. Silo already in front 2-0. And there's a strike called to Roberts. 1-1 the count. And there's another strike called. Count goes to 1-2. Here's one hit by Roberts into center field. It's going to be caught, but plenty of distance to score Easton Ford from third base on the sacrifice fly, and it's 3-zip. Silo out to a 3-0 lead over Cooter, who was the state runner-up in the fall or in the spring season here in Missouri. And Sawyer Reddick is the next batter, and Sawyer had a big day yesterday. 5 hits on the day, hitting .462. Took the first pitch for a strike. That one bounces in there, gets by the catcher. Here's another called strike to Sawyer Reddick, the junior. And that one's way over the head of the catcher to the backstop. Count now 2-2 to Reddick at the plate. And he's going to swing on that pitch. It's a ground ball to short. Up with it is the shortstop. High throw, but down in time is King, the first baseman. And that'll be the second out of the inning. The Wildcats thought it was the third out. Lost track of the outs. That was just the fifth. That was just the fifth Rebel hitter. 3 have scored here in the first inning. And Josh Trout hitting, and he pulls that one, yanks it foul. And out of play on the left side. Next delivery, it's swung on. Popped in the air. Foul territory down the left field line, racing over and unable to make the play is the left fielder Watkins, as that's going to drop harmlessly just for a strike. So Trout's fouled off 2 in a row. And behind in the count at 0-2. On the season, let's see, Josh now at hitting .353 coming into today's action. The pitch way upstairs from Barnes. Here's the next offering, and that one misses high. There's one fouled off. 2-2 the count. To the Rebel catcher. Here's one swung on as the pitcher slips and falls. It's hit to the shortstop, and he slips a little bit as well. Well, the Wildcats having trouble with this turf surface as Silo did yesterday. Shortstop slipped on that one trying to make a play, so Trout's going to be aboard on the hit. We're going to have a courtesy runner, Ethan Wilkerson, at first base. The shortstop might have had a play, but he just slipped on the turf, and just no chance after that. Carter Parker, the next hitter. And he'll take a strike. Wilkerson, the runner at first base. And the next pitch to Parker, called strike 2. This will be Barnes' 30th pitch here in the first inning coming up. And the delivery, it swung on, and it's hit high in the air, but foul down the left field line as that's hooking into the bullpen. Off the bat of Carter Parker. Rebels out to a 3-0 lead here this morning. And the next pitch way outside. Picking up where they left off yesterday offensively. There's huge offensive day. Had 16 hits in the first game and then another 13 in the second contest. As that pitch popped up by Parker into shallow left field. Out is the shortstop, and he's going to make the catch for out number 3. But the Rebels pick up 3 runs on 2 hits. There was an error and a man left. We head to the second inning. It's Silo 3 and Cooter nothing here on the Squirtle Network and SiloRebels.tv. Leading off for the Wildcats here in the second, it's going to be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. It's McIlvain. Gabriel McIlvain, the catcher, starts things. He took the first pitch for a ball. Here's the next one, and they say it's a low. 2-0. And Coach Bowen comes out of the dugout. Not real happy with that. Now the umpire heads back to talk to Coach Bowen, and for just a second. Swing and a miss on the big fastball. And another one, strike called. And strike 3 called. So Proctor comes back with 3 straight strikes as McIlvain looks at all 3. Talon King is the next batter, the first baseman. And strike called. And another one as it's swung on and tipped into the glove of Josh Trout. It's 0-2. That one, check swing, and they say he did not go as just misses on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Popped foul, backing out of play. Rebels up 3-0 as that pitch in the dirt. Walked by Trout, deflected away. Rebels in their new gray uniforms with the red trim and the red silo across the front as that pitch fouled back to the backstop. And King stays alive at 2-2. Here's Proctor's next offering. That one change up as they got King swinging out in front for strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. Carson Swan, the next batter, the center fielder for Cooter, as he'll take a strike. Proctor rocks and fires, and it's low for a ball. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So Connor ahead in the count once again. 2 strikes on the batter. And there's a pitch. It's fouled over the Rebel dugout and out of play. There's strike 3 called as Proctor strikes out the side in the second inning. And for the Wildcats, no runs, no hits, and nobody left. We head to the bottom of 2. It's Silo 3 and Cooter nothing. Colby Smith to start things here for the Rebels in the bottom half of inning number 2. And we've got a new pitcher out there for Cooter, and it is Rhodes Lynn, as his first pitch to Colby is a strike call. That one misses behind Smith. 1-1 the count to Colby. And he's going to hit this one. It's a chopper on the left side of the infield, fielded there by the shortstop. That was the former pitcher, Barnes, and his throw is high. And Colby Smith is aboard on another Cooter error.
Colby Smith reaches base on the throw. Coming to the plate, the right fielder, number 1, Mason Urbany.
Mason Urbany, the next hitter. And he will take a pitch high. There's a throw to second base as Smith started to second, but hesitated and heads back to first as the throw went to second. And we're going to have a pinch runner. Pinch runner. Let's see. I think that's number 13, I believe. Yeah, I believe that was 13. Britton Salisbury is at first base. Couldn't tell the number for sure, but I believe that's Salisbury. Here's a strike call to Urbany. And a swing and a miss, or a swing and a foul, make it. Fouled off that time by Urbany. Count out 1-2. This one's hit. Gonna bloop it into center field. Up the middle for a base hit by Urbany. Choked up on the bat and bloops that one out there in the center field in front of the center fielder. And the Rebels have a couple of runners on. Back to the top of the order in Connor Proctor.
Single from Urbany brings to the plate the pitcher, number 10, Tyler Proctor.
So Proctor steps up with nobody out here in the inning. And he will take off speed for a strike. Lynn doesn't throw quite as hard as the starter Luke Barnes showed in the first inning. Here's the pitch. It's swung on by Proctor, hit deep to left. It's going to be off the wall if it stays in the park, and it does. Extra bases for Proctor. He's headed for third. 2 runs are in. Proctor with his third triple of the weekend. Or fourth, make it. Excuse me. It's 3 yesterday. It's 4th triple of the weekend. 3 in the 2 games yesterday and 1 here. He's got 4 triples on the weekend.
Tyler Proctor makes the score 5-0. Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 14, Connor Cordell.
It was a deep drive. Bounced off the 375 sign out there in left center field. So Proctor drives in 2 more. Here's a wild pitch. Proctor's coming home, and he slides in safely. Might have caught a cleat there, sliding in at the plate, but looks like he's all right. And the Rebels have tacked on 3 more already. It's 6-0.
Proctor coming in on the wild pitch makes the score 6-0.
jumping all over the Wildcats here in the first couple of innings. Still nobody out in the second, as that pitch is a strike called to Connor Cordell. Ball is fly to right field. Over is the right fielder. He's not going to get there. It drops in for a base hit. Headed for extra bases. Cordell's around third. He's around second, trying for three, and he'll have a triple. That time caught the right fielder, Jude Lomas, overplaying toward the gap in right center, and he just drops it about 10 foot inside the right field line and ran all day. So a triple for Connor Cordell, back-to-back triples, and Easton Ford has another RBI opportunity. Already 26 on the season, 2 in this game, and he'll take a strike. Here's the next pitch to Ford. Ground ball left side, fielded by the shortstop backhand. Throw over is going to be in time to get Ford, but he does pick up the RBI, number 27 on the year. In just the Rebels' 9th game of the season, already 27 RBIs for the junior. There's one away. And Delton Roberts at the plate. He looks at one, high for a ball. Seven nothing Silo as Roberts takes a strike. Rebels have come out blazing here once again today. As that pitch a ball. 10 o'clock start time. They were here by about 8 this morning, getting ready for this contest, working out on the field, taking BP. And they've come out smoking here in the first 2 innings. Pitch to Roberts is outside. 2-2 the count. Have 3-2 make it. As he's going to get the free pass on a hit by pitch. Got it the hard way. We're back to Sawyer Reddick. Mentioned his big day yesterday. Had 5 hits on the 2 games. He's going to hit sky one to center. It's going to be playable for the center fielder as he tosses it back in. Carson Swan. That's 2 outs. Josh Trout back up for the second time in this contest. Here comes the pitch from Lynn, and it's a strike called. 7-0 is the Silo lead here against Cooter, as this one's going to be lined into right field for a base hit. Around second, headed for third, is Roberts. He's got the go sign, headed home, and he'll score all the way. The Wildcats a little bit slow getting the ball in from the outfield, and Coach Bowen was waving Roberts all the way, headed around third. Looked like He might be going to hold up at the third, and I think that's what the Wildcats thought. But Roberts kept going all the way, and Rebels have another run. It's 8-0. On the RBI single by Josh Trout, Ethan Wilkerson on to a courtesy run at first base, and it's Carter Parker at the plate. Ball gets away from the catcher. Wilkerson's going to trot on down to second base. Here's the pitch to Parker, and it's upstairs for a ball. 2-1. That one's going to hit him. Came too far inside. Parker's hit by the pitch, and here comes Salisbury. Britton Salisbury is the batter now. Came into pinch run. And Salisbury will hit with 2 on and 2 out, and he'll take a strike. Here's the next pitch. It's in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, and the runners are going to advance. Let's see. For Salisbury, this will be this is the second at-bat of the season. 0 for 1 so far. The next pitch, and it's fouled. Runs coming in bunches for the Rebels here this morning. 8-0, and they've got 2 in scoring position here with 2 outs. Cooter was expected to be their toughest competition on this trip. And the Rebels had their ace, Kyler Proctor, scheduled to start. And so far, it's been all Silo. 8-0 here in the second. Another pitch fouled off. Here's another one hit foul by Salisbury. He's hanging tough in there as that one out of play. It was a long first inning for the starting pitcher, Luke Barnes, and doubled that up here with Lynn here in the next inning, and that pitch bounces away from the catcher, and another run's going to score. Wilkerson's in with the 9th run of the contest. It's 9-0 Silo. Here against Cooter, that was state finalist last spring in Missouri, as the pitch is fouled off. Salisbury just keeps fouling them off, and I think we're out of baseballs. Got to find another ball here to keep things going. Rebels have scored 6 here in the second inning after a 3-run explosion in the first, and lead at 9-0. Lynn gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That off-speed curveball as he got Salisbury swinging for the third out of the inning. But the Rebels pick up 6 runs on 4 hits. There was an error and a man left. We're headed to the third inning with Sato on top, 9-0 here from the U.S. Ballpark in Ozark, Missouri. Here on the Squirtle Network and SaddleRebels.tv. Welcome back. Kevin Farr along with you here from the U.S. Ballpark in Ozark, Missouri. Set to start the third inning and waiting a Wildcat hitter. Connor Proctor's up there ready to go. Had a long wait in between pitching. He struck out the side in the top half of the second, but then the Rebels scored 6 on the bottom. Going to be Tyson Banks, the second baseman. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up this inning, and immediately Proctor right in there with strike one called. Working quickly on the mound. Next one from the right-hander, and that one just misses. One on one. Here's the next pitch, and tried to catch the inside corner, but missed a little bit. Next pitch, swung on ground ball left side. Fielded there by Roberts. His throw over and plenty of time, and there's one down here in the third. Roberts to Ford on the putout. Pierce Watkins is the next hitter for Cooter, and he will foul it back to the screen. Next pitch, called strike. And the 0-2, just a little bit outside. One as well just misses for a ball. 2-2. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Plenty of time. The batter slipped coming out of the box, and Parker's got all day to toss this one over to first for the out. So the out recorded. On the ground out to Carter Parker. 9-hole hitter Jude Lomas is the batter, and he will take a strike. Proctor rocks and fires. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And the next one, high fastball, swung on and missed for strike 3. The Wildcats go in order for the third straight inning. We head to the bottom of 3, Silo 9, and Cooter nothing. Going to the bottom of the third inning, another new pitcher in for the Wildcats as Cooter goes to their third pitcher of the game, Talon King. As Lim lasted just one inning, he allowed 6 runs there in the second after Barnes gave up 3 in the first. Rebels just keep the offensive onslaught going, and just amazing it's a young Rebel squad. Only one senior in the lineup, as they will have everybody back once again next year, other than Mason Urbany. That's in the a regular in the lineup. So Urbany, the 9-hole hitter, will lead off here in the bottom of 3 as he takes the first pitch low for a ball. And there's a strike call. Top of the order coming up next as a pitch by Urbany is fouled off and out of play. Next delivery, and that one misses off the outside corner from King. Count now 2-2. And that one's low. Only game this season thus far that the Rebels have not reached double figures was against Stonewall back on Monday, and that one ended early, 4.5 innings on the run roll, 9-1. So. Only got to hit 4 times in that 9-1 win over Stonewall. Otherwise, they've reached double figures offensively in every other game. Kyler Proctor steps in after the walk to Urbany. Once again, the Rebels have the leadoff batter aboard. Threatening for more as Urbany takes off running, and he's going to have second base stolen. The pitch was high to Proctor. Bidding for their 37th consecutive win here this morning, and Rebels look to be in good shape for that. As a pitch from Proctor is fouled off the right side. Here's the next one, and it's skied off the right and out of play as Kyler caught it late. Had plenty of distance on it, but it was foul. Had another triple already in this contest as he's been a triple machine in this trip to Missouri. 4 triples now in 3 games. 2-2 the count. And that one's in the dirt. Runner's going to advance. Urbany's on down to third. 90 feet away. As the ball got by the catcher. So Proctor walked his first at bat, and then he tripled in his second. Here's the payoff pitch. It's swung on. It's hit deep to left. Over the head of the left fielder. See if it's got the distance. It's off the base or at the top of the wall. Stays in the park. Here comes Proctor around second. He's headed for third again. Another triple for Proctor. He's got 5 on the weekend. Second triple in this game, fifth in the last 2 days.
Tyler Proctor makes the score 10-0. Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 14, Cordell.
Proctor's taking advantage of the big park. Some of those triples he's hit, they would have been out normal ballparks the Rebels play in, but staying in with the big park off the wall, and that pitch to Cordell's the strike called. There's another strike. 0-2 the count to Connor Cordell. Rebels have tacked on a run. It's 10-0. Cordell's going to foul this one off and out of play. Here's a ground ball right side. Going to find a hole. Cordell is aboard with the hit and another RBI. It's 11 zip.
The RBI single for Cordell makes the score 11-0. Coming to the plate, the first baseman, number 18, Easton Ford.
So Cordell has a RBI single. He's at first base, and here comes Easton Ford. He's already got 3 ribbies in this game. Now up to 27 on the season, batting in the 3 hole as he takes the ball. They're definitely playing Easton to pull. If he hits one to the right center gap, he might get a triple. Or could go inside the park again, possibly. He had an inside the park home run yesterday. The center fielder is playing way over in the left center gap, and they're going to hit one deep to left center, racing over. The center fielder is going to make the catch at the warning track. Well, he was played over there correctly, or that one would have been in there for extra bases as well by Ford. They fortunately had that one played right for Ford. He gave it a ride to the warning track. Now Delton Roberts hitting with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Here's the next one, and it is lined fair down the left field line. Around second, headed for third is Cordell, and he slides into third, and he hangs onto the bag safe. Nearly slid right on past on the turf, but he was able to grab the edge of the base and hang on there. Motoring all the way from first base. Sawyer Reddick is the next batter. After the double by Delton Roberts, infield's playing in, and that ball's going to get through. Reddick has another hit. 2 runs are going to score. And Silo leads it 13-0. The Rebels just keep the onslaught going. Reddick has another hit, and Josh Trout will bat. Trout's going to swing on the first pitch. Hits it to center field. In is the center fielder, Swan, and he's going to make the catch for out number 2. Carter Parker now to hit with 2 outs. And he's going to hit a ground ball left side. Tough play by the shortstop. He tries to go to second for the force, but that was too far deep in the hole, and it's going to be a hit there for Parker There was no chance. The only play the shortstop had was try to go to second base, and it was too late. On a ground ball deep in the hole there. Charlie Gardner will hit. Gardner will pinch hit now for Salisbury. And I think we've got Connor Cisco as pinch running at second base, as Gardner will foul that one off. Yeah, it's Cisco at second base. That's Connor Cisco. Gardner fouled off the first pitch. Now he's going to go down and talk to Coach Bowen. Two runners on with 2 outs. Rebels have continued to tack onto the lead, now 13-0. Scored 4 here in the third. And that pitch is hit into right field for a base hit. Lined into right by Gardner. Here comes Cisco around third. He'll score. And right behind him coming is Parker, and he's going to score as well. It's going to be a 2-run double by Charlie Gardner. So Gardner picks up 2 RBIs. Seems like everybody the Rebels send up there. And, well, we got, they're going to call a run rule. They're going to call a run rule here in the third inning, as that's the ball game. The Wildcats are headed off the field. And it's going to be a run rule here in the bottom of the third. Gardner with the 2-run double, and that looks like it's going to end it. Rebels win at 15-0 over Cooter, Missouri, the state finalist from last spring. And they're calling the run rule after 3 innings here. So the Rebels made quick work of that. 15-0 is your final. Take a look at the final numbers. It was a short outing for ace Kyler Proctor on the mound. Take a look at his numbers as well. But 15-0 is the final. Proctor goes the distance. Just 3 innings of work, 36 pitches, as he fires a no-hitter. No runs, no hits. He faced the minimum. Retired 9 batters. Hit 1 and got a double play in the first to erase that base runner, but that was the only base runner Cooter had in the contest. 4 strikeouts for Proctor in the game, as he improves to 3-0 on the season. At the plate, the Rebels' offensive onslaught includes 12 hits. Kyler Proctor, a triple machine. He had 2 triples, drove in 3 once again, and scored 3 runs. Connor Cordell had 2 hits in the game, a single and a triple, and he drove in 1. Easton Ford, 3 more RBIs, now up to 27 on the season. And let's see, Delton Roberts, he had a double in the game and drove in 1. Sawyer Reddick had a hit, and he drove in 2. Josh Trout, 2 hits, drove in a run. Carter Parker with a single in the game. And Charlie Gardner had a pinch hit double, and he drove in 2 to end the contest. 15-0, the Rebels win. Silo now 9-0 on the fall season, and winners of 37 in a row. It's going to about do it for the broadcast here today from U.S. Ballpark in Ozark, Missouri. We'll be back on with you sometime in the near future, possibly next week. We'll take a look at the schedule and be back with you for more Saddle Rebels baseball. But until then, I'm Kevin Farr saying so long. Rebels win 15-0.